Welcome to the Focused and Fearless podcast, the show designed to explore how you can step into powerful self-leadership and stop settling for less in your life, business, health, and wealth. I'm your host, Heather Angel, and as a certified energy practitioner, coach, and online business consultant with over a decade of experience, you can expect expansive, honest, and enlightening conversations about what it really takes to create the changes in your life and business that right now may just feel completely out of reach. Thank you for choosing to invest in yourself by listening to this episode. Without further ado, let's dive in. What is the difference between a coach, a mentor, a consultant, and a trainer? Sounds like I'm starting a joke, doesn't it? I think there is so much overlap between all of these that people get confused what they're actually needing, whether they need a coach, a mentor, a trainer, a consultant. And I think it's such an important distinction to make. I'm actually giving it an entire episode to explore. And I really hope it helps you. And I really hope it helps you make the next best choice for you and your company in terms of who you next hire, who you next work with, and the support that you seek out. Because none of us are self-made, all right? We all need a little bit of help. We all need a trainer, a coach at some point, some kind of support, some kind of tribe to help us along the way. So let's dive into the differences. So a coach. Everyone's a coach nowadays, right? I see it all the time and I'm sure I've ranted about it. So I'm not going to go on a massive rant. I'm just going to clearly explain to you what a coach does compared to a mentor, because I think this is possibly the biggest difference. And I think we have a lot of people sort of coaches, mentors. I mean, I've been through this as well. I'll share my experience in terms of how I've changed my messaging to make sure I'm really clear. But a coach is going to ask you questions for you to answer, to enable you to find your way, to help you explore your truth and help you find the answers to the questions. A coach is not a coach that's actually a coach is not going to impose their belief system. They're not going to impose their way. They're not going to be like, here's this blueprint, go and do this. That's not coaching. If you hire a coach, do so because you want someone to help you unlock what's already within you. And this is where coaching is beautiful. I think all coaching, this is my opinion from my experience. You have every right to dismiss it as you do anything I say on this podcast. It's your choice. But for me, all coaching is life coaching. Okay, because all coaching is coaching the human. It's coaching the person. You know, the very term business coaching, I'm like, well, no, there's no really any such thing as a marketing coach or a business coach. Or I'm like, you can't coach that stuff. That stuff actually needs to be taught. We're not born with the knowledge of how to create a reel. We're not born with reels weren't even invented back then. We're not born with marketing knowledge. We're not born with how to create a website. Like that kind of stuff we need to learn. You don't hire a coach for that. You hire a coach to help you enhance who you are, to help bring out the very best in you, to maybe help you overcome something that quite often you do have the answers within you when it comes to this, following your path, knowing your purpose and all that jazz. A coach will help you extract that, okay? And a coach will help you see the shadow. A coach will help you see what you're not already aware of. Okay, it really helps you widen your self-awareness. And in my opinion, my whole premise as a coach is I want to work with someone for a relatively short period of time to allow them to expand their awareness so that they can go and integrate that new knowledge, go and live in that way of being. And then once they get to that next level of like, oh, okay, I'm ready to take that next step, then they work with me again, which is beautiful. It's about allowing you to become your own leader, your own guide, really tapping into your inner wisdom, really. That is what coaching is about. It is about drawing out the answers from within you. It's not about telling you what to do, giving you advice. That is coaching. Mentoring is not the same thing. It's different. So mentoring is when you hire a mentor that's already walked the path that you want to walk. Okay, they've got the results that you want. Maybe they're living the life that you want. Maybe they've created the business you want. So a mentor will quite often blend, a bit of coaching if they're, trained in coaching and that sort of thing. They will blend the two very easily. I do mentoring and coaching. And quite often if someone hires me for mentoring, then I can't help but coach them as well, because that's just in my nature. I love asking a deep and juicy question. So the mentor, the thing to look out for when you're hiring a mentor is, firstly, have they got the results that you want to create? Have they walked the path that you want to walk? And that bit's really important, because if you, let's say, for example, you want to, let's think of something. Say you want to create a business and you want to be like going viral on Instagram or something, or you want to be you basically want to be a personal brand. Maybe you want to be an influencer. That's your goal. Now, that's amazing. If you follow someone and they've achieved that, and they've achieved it through posting on TikTok 10 times a day, and that absolutely lights you up. You're like, oh my God, I would love to do that. I want to find out how they've created this success through using TikToks and Reels and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. Great mentor to have. They've done it. They can show you how. Brilliant. However, what you want to be really mindful of is, if your goal is, something similar, you want to create a business that, generates you 80K or 100K or makes you a millionaire or whatever it is, and you find someone that's done that, but again, they've done it through 10 TikToks a day and they're posting on social media like twice a day and all this kind of stuff, and you think, oh my God, that's horrendous, I don't want to do that, then don't hire that mentor. They may have got the result you want, but they haven't done it in a way that aligns to you. Find a mentor that's created a hugely successful business, or, financial success, if that's what you're looking for. But maybe they've done it through writing books. Maybe they've done it through in-person events. Maybe they've done it through podcasting or, some other way. Another way that you kind of go, oh yeah, that's a bit of me. Maybe you love to write. Maybe you absolutely love to write. So maybe there's someone that's done it through, really, the written word. That's the mentor you want to go with. Does that make sense? That was a bit rambly. I hope that makes sense. So don't just choose a mentor based on the results they have achieved. Look at how they got there, because that's what they're going to mentor you on. A mentor shows you the way they've done it, and they help guide you along that path as well. And hopefully they will, coach it as well and help you find your own authentic way of doing things. But that's why you would hire a mentor. Okay. Training and consultancy, kind of similar things, really. That's when you go to someone who is going to teach you something. Maybe you want to start an online business. I consult with online business owners. And again, I'll share again at the end, like, I have changed my wording to make sure I'm really clear on the services that I'm providing. Because if someone comes to me and they want to take their offline business online, or maybe they want to create a course, or they want to start doing group programs, whatever it might be, then that's a consultancy thing. I can't coach them on Kajabi. you can't coach that stuff. You need to teach somebody. You need to introduce them to the technology. I can't coach that. I need to help and train them and show them different options. Now, because of my nature, I will never say you must do this, or you must, I would never say to someone first starting out, yep, you must sign up to Kajabi. I actually don't believe that's the right thing. That's for another episode, but I'm going to give them all the different ways, and I'm going to show them the different options and the different paths, because there's always so many different paths to the same result. And it's about finding one that works really well for you. So a consultant is going to help you and train you, certainly this is my perception, that we're going to help and train you in the things that you don't yet know. Okay, because as a consultant, for me, as an online consultant, I know about launches, I know about online programs. Like I've done it all. I've done it all. I've spent tens of thousands of pounds learning this stuff. experiencing it, testing things out, helping clients. I've helped clients go from nothing to over the 100 grand mark using the knowledge that I have. And that makes me really, really happy. It's a pure joy. But it's consultancy. It's not coaching. Yes, I'm a coach, but online business stuff, that's consultancy. You can't be coached on how to build a online business. You need to be taught that stuff because you just don't know it. Why would you? I didn't know it 10 years ago. I had no idea. You need to learn this stuff. And then obviously you can have some coaching on the side as well if you need it to help with your own confidence and all that good stuff. But that's the difference. I'm hoping I've made that clear. So coach will help you draw out the information from within you. All coaching, in my opinion, is life coaching because you are coaching the human. Okay. Mentoring is when you work with someone who is living the path. And again, it may not even be business. It may be someone who's overcome a real challenge, or maybe they have that energy, that vibrancy that you absolutely love. And you're like, yes, I want a bit of that actually. How did you achieve that? So that's when you would work with someone that's going to mentor you. So a lot of people, this is something to be mindful of. A lot of people will set up saying that they're a coach. And again, this is not casting shade. It's just a terminology that we need to be aware of. And I think more people are becoming aware of it. But a lot of people will be like, oh, let's say, for example, I managed to lose 10 stone and I did it in a really healthy way and I feel amazing and now this is my life and everything's great and I really want to help other people do that. And then they set themselves up as a coach. They say that they're like a weight loss coach. And it's like, no, you're a weight loss mentor. Like what you've achieved is bloody amazing. And you can show people that feel aligned with that message and the way you've done things, you can help people and show them how you've done it. But you're not a coach. You're teaching from lived experience, which is freaking awesome. But that's not necessarily coaching. And then also you got your training and consultancy, which is when you need specific skills. You need specific help to kind of really carve out a plan, carve out a path to move your life or your business forward. Hope that makes sense. So those are the differences. Be discerning, okay? Think about what it is you actually need. Now, some people, like myself, I can't help but fall into a bit of coaching no matter who I'm working with or what I'm doing. It's a very natural thing for me. Even before I've been naturally curious and I will always ask questions of my clients and just of people. My friends will tell you the same. I do the same for them. I'm like, oh, why is that? What's going on? So I like to draw out people's gifts. I like to help them see their amazing abilities, their capabilities. So when you work with someone like myself, it would quite often blend with the mentoring, the coaching. They often blend, and it's not like I put one hat on and take the other hat off. But just be really discerning about who you hire and why you're hiring them, because it's not on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not casting shade to any coaches or people out there. Everyone, I believe, is doing the best to their abilities. It's actually down to us to choose who we hire. It's on our responsibility. Everything in our life is our responsibility. Okay. I strongly believe that. So you need to be really discerning about the help you're looking for and who you hire. So do you need a coach? Do you need a consultant? Or are you looking for a mentor? Be clear on that before you start handing over thousands of pounds to someone. Okay. So I hope that was useful. I'd love to know your feedback. This is my perception. This is my belief. This is how I run my business. Oh, and I was going to say, wasn't I, about how I've changed. So I have actually changed a lot of my messaging, my website, my offers, to make them super clear that actually this product is online consultancy and this is what we do. And then if you're having coaching and you're a female, you can do Reignited Women. If you want coaching and you identify as any other gender, then you can have coaching with me in that way as well. So there are different things that I am putting out in place so that people are really clear on what they're actually hiring me for. Because I do multiple different things, it could be very easy for someone to hire me and I might not be the right person for them. And I never want that to happen. I would do everything I can to avoid someone thinking that I was the right person for them if I'm not. So I have very clear language now around my offers, around my services that I offer, so that people know that they're getting consultancy or they're getting coaching / mentoring. And of course, sometimes I have calls with people and they're like, I just need it all. So that's absolutely fine. So we work together in a blend of all three, which is beautiful. I love doing that. That's my favorite. But for someone who's just reaching out purely because they want coaching, then they know what service they need to take from me, rather than necessarily just hiring me and not being clear on what it is they need. So I hope that helps. I've really switched things up recently, and it's made things so much easier, so much clearer. So I hope that helps you make the right decision for you and understand, if you didn't already, the difference between coaching, mentoring, and consulting. Okay, gorgeous. Enjoy the rest of your week. And like I said, this is all my opinion, my perception. If you think differently, send me a message. I'm always curious to hear from you and hear your perception of what this might be for you. All right, darlings, take care. Speak to you soon. Bye. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, any resources and links mentioned in this episode can be found in the show notes. If you're enjoying this podcast, I would be so grateful if you would kindly share, subscribe, and leave a positive review so that the podcast can help and reach as many people as possible. Thank you again for listening. Have a gorgeous day, and I'll see you in the next episode.